Beloved friends, welcome to PMC English. We are traveling in the path of Dhammapada and also understanding the Buddha and his philosophy. And we have discussed on so many stories about the Buddhist monks and their lifestyle, Buddha disciples, and so many people has influenced by the Buddha and his philosophy and traveled in the path of Dhammapada, and also they have entered into the path of Nirvana and salvation and liberation. So today we are going to discuss the most important disciple of the Buddha. Why I am saying the most important means, naturally, why the people will come in the path of spirituality? What are the reasons behind it? Means, so in certain conditions, the people will travel in the spiritual path. The conditions was the miserable conditions and the experiences which they are facing in their life, that is birth or death, and whatever may be the when they come across some miseries in your life, that is bodily, mentally, physically, or psychologically or emotionally, and the problems they are facing in their life, so that will create a space from this world to that individual, and naturally they will search for the spiritual path. And this is the main cause to the individual to enter into the spiritual way. But some people will do the lot of mistakes. They will go in a very negative way, and some people they will kill the people. They will create violence on this earth with so many reasons, which are some situations can be explainable and some are hidden. But whatever may be the situations and circumstances, some people will enter into the path of violence. So see, in life, when the transformation will come, when the change will come, what is that peak point? The individual will explore the inner quality of his being. What is that point? See, when we see the water boiling point was 100 degrees. When the water will boil up to 100 degrees, then naturally it will evaporate. At the same time, when the man, the suffering, the pain, the violence, whatever may be the path he was traveling, when it will reach the point of saturation, then naturally it will get evaporated. See, in the society concepts, we have the good and bad, darkness and light. In this world, everything is in the duality. So we will see two opposite polarities in this society or in this world, in this physical world. But when we go beyond this physical world, there is no polarities, no opposite sides, only oneness is there. That is non-dual state. That is the oneness. In that oneness, what happens? There is no difference between good and bad. See, by birth, every individual will come with the qualities good and bad. Why? Because when they become 100% good, then they will become God. When they become 100% good, they will become a perfect human being. but that is not happening. So every individual will carry both good qualities and the bad qualities. Naturally, in every human life, in every human being, we will see that qualities. So at the time of Buddha, so many people who are traveling in the spiritual path, some people, rarely some people will come from, have came from this non-violence, came to the non-violent state. How they have reached that state and how they have attained the wisdom, and what is the path they have chosen to come out of that violence state. See, in every religion, in every dharma, they will say what is the highest form of dharma was, that is ahimsa. Ahimsa paramo dharma. Ahimsa is the eternal law of this universe. But the most of the people leading their life in violence. Of course, the violence may be in different shades, different colors and different dimensions, but the violence is happening in this world, in inner or in the outer. See, in 3000 years, 15,000 wars have been fought. What is the reason behind it? Violence, greed, discriminations, hypocrisy, sycophancy, pretendence, wrong beliefs, blind beliefs and superstitious beliefs. And with this nonsense things, so many wars have been fought on this earth. And so many people have killed in these wars. The earth has become a bloodshed with these wars. So what is the reason behind it? Why? Because everybody will leading their life with ego, self-centered, and also with so many discriminations. So naturally what happens, when you lead your life in discriminations, then naturally you will dominate the others. With this domination, you are enter into the path of violence. Then your life will get affected, and also with your negative intentions, with your negative works, you will influence the life of many people. With your deeds, with your actions, with your words, with your karmas, you will affect that people in a very negative way. So in Buddha's period, so many people who are traveling in the negative way, they have left their path and they have surrendered to the Buddha, to the Dhamma, to the Sangha, and they have changed their lives with knowledge, wisdom, with sadhana, and ultimately they have attained the enlightenment. So today we are going to discuss the one of the main Buddhist monk in Buddha's era. He was that none other than Angulimal. Angulimal was the man who had travelled in the path of violence at first before becoming a monk. His past was very violent, with so much of greediness and with hatred, jealousy, and so much of negative qualities. And in his life, he had taken commitment that he will kill the 1000 people. And some historians will say that the Angulimal is a disciple of some guru, and the guru has kept the test to the Angulimal, how he will come out from that this negative way and enter into the path of spirituality, and for that reason to fulfill the desire of that guru, he had entered into this path. And in some stories they will say like that. Of course, story is a story, but you have to learn moral from it. So today we are going to discuss about the life of Angulimal. So in life he was very much get disturbed with the persons, with the people, and in so many situations the people will say that these negative situations influence the people. Some in some people lives they will influence to travel in a very negative way. So when now they are negative, but they will lead their path, the future, into the negative way itself. But some people, they will transform their lives, and they will get realized from their mistakes, and they will rectify them, and they will travel in the path of spirituality. So the Angulimal is the same person. He has come from the negative way. So in his life he has taken a commitment that he will kill the 1000 people. So in the forest area, he used to sit on the branch of tree, and whoever who are coming in that path, he used to kill the person, and he will cut his thumb, and he will make a garland, and he will own in his neck. So that is the name has been Angulimal. Anguli means, in Hindi we will say Angulimal means it is the garland of this thumbnail. Why? Because he used to count that thumbs, how many I have killed. So he will wear that garland. That is the name came the Angulimal. So nobody know what is his original name, but he was famous with his name Angulimal. So why he has taken that commitment? So likewise daily he was sitting on the branch of tree, and those who are traveling in that path of forest he was killing, and he was wearing that garland and cutting the nail, cutting the finger, and he was making a garland of it. Likewise he has killed 999 people in his life. So when he kill one individual, then naturally he will attain that commitment. So in that situation what happens, the Buddha had came to that nearest village to give his sermon to the village people, and after completing his sermon, the Buddha used to travel from one village to another village from that forest area. And many people will say say to the Buddha that please don't go in that way. Why? Because there a dangerous man is there. His name was Angulimal, and he has taken that commitment that he will kill the 1000 people, and already he has killed the 999 people. And if you go in that way, and he will kill you, please don't go in that way. They will request the Buddha. So after listening this, the Buddha will say that I want to see that man, and I want to see his commitment, and if I will become the last one to fulfill his commitment. So I will become the 1000th person to fulfill his commitment. I will see his commitment and his the way he was going. So many has stopped the Buddha not to go in that way, but the Buddha has entered into that forest. by condemning all this, the people voice. So, after entering into the forest, he went to the place where the Angulimal resides. And what happened? The Angulimal has seen the Buddha is coming, and he has seen the certain positive vibrations are coming from the Buddha, and he has become very disturbed with that vibrations. And he has told the Buddha that, see, I am not a good man, and I am traveling in the path of violence. Till today I have killed the 999 people to fulfill my commitment. So don't come in my way. I am not a right person, I am not a good person, I will kill you. So please go back. And while seeing you, I am not getting the I am not willing to kill you. While seeing you, I am unable to kill you. So please go back. So he has requested the Buddha to go back. And the Buddha will say that, okay, I have came here to fulfill your commitment. That you have killed the 999 people, no? So kill me and attain your commitment. So the Angulimal will say that, okay, you have came with your will and wish, so I will give you the last chance. Tell me the last desire, I will fulfill it. Okay, the Buddha had said that, you have sat on the tree, no? So cut that branch of the tree. So naturally, the man who had killed so much of people, it's not a question to him to cut a branch of the tree. So he has the branch he has cut it, and it has fallen down. So what happened after that? The Buddha will say that, you take out the branch and attach to the tree in the original place. And how it is possible? No, it is not possible, the Angulimal will say. So just you are saying that cutting the branch and after that attaching to the tree is not possible, no? Then how you have killed so many people? Will you give birth to one person that you have killed? The Angulimal will say no. Then how you have killed the people? If you renounce the life, if you have the capability to renounce the life, then only you will have the right to kill the people. Otherwise you don't have any right. So you have done a mistake. And this is not the way of life to lead. You are going in a very wrong way, the Buddha will say. Then Angulimal will come and he will surrender to the Buddha. Then what happens? He will say that many people have come to me, but they have feared about my lifestyle. They have created so much of aversions on me, and but nobody has told that you are going in a wrong way, don't do this. So you are telling very courageously by approaching me, but everybody has ran away from me. Nobody had told that I am creating so much of violence in my life. You are the first person you are telling that you are going in a wrong way. Now if I am going in the wrong way, then I will left this path. So please show me the solution to my life. how to get rid of this violence. So he has surrendered to the Buddha, and the Buddha has given the sannyas diksha at that moment, and he has taken the Angulimal to his vihara. After that, this whole message had spread in the kingdom of the Ajatashatru, and the king will come to the monastery and he will ask, please give Angulimala to me, I will punish him. Why? Because he has killed so many people, so I will punish him. Please surrender Angulimal to me. Then Buddha will say, okay, I will call him. You identify him and take him away. So the Buddha had called all the monks, and in that the Buddha will say, identify the Angulimal in this among these monks. So the king was unable to identify. Then Buddha will say, see, this is your Angulimal. Now he is not Angulimal, he is the Ahimsak. The Buddha has changed the name, Angulimal name, to Ahimsak. Why? Because at first he has done the violence. Now he had entered into the path of non-violence. So his name was Ahimsak. So if you have the rights, you can take this and get punished. So the king will go away. No. This is not the person I am searching. He has completely changed. So the king was excused him, and he will go. After that, the Angulimal has practiced the meditation, and he has entered into the path of non-violence, and on a fine day he will become enlightened. So after his enlightenment, what happens? See, in Buddhism, we have one culture. Those who have become enlightened, they have to select one place, and they should go in to spread the Dhamma among the people. So after the completion of the sadhana of this Ahimsak, the Buddha has told that now it's time to you to spread the Dhamma, to spread the sadhana among the people. Now you should go out of this monastery. Which place you will go? He will say, ask Buddha. So before going that, I will ask you 3 questions. Answer to my questions. The Buddha will say, okay. The first question asked by the Buddha to the Angulimal was, if you go to one place when the people abuse you, what you will do? I won't react to that words. I will just accept, and I will become witness to that words with love and compassion. Okay. Then what is the second question was? The second question asked by the Buddha was, okay, abusing is okay, you can tolerate, but when the people scold you or beat you, then what will you do? At the time also, I'll be in a very balanced way with compassion, love and compassion, and I will accept the situations. Okay, the third question asked by the Buddha was, what will you do when the people kill you? No, I will accept the death also. Why? Because I will come out of this life and death circle. Then naturally I will accept the death with love and compassion. Okay, then the Buddha will say, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu 3 times. Okay, now you can go. You can go anywhere. Choose your place. So the Ahimsak has chosen the place where he had killed so many persons. So he will go to that place. So after seeing the Angulimal, everybody get feared and they will go in their houses and close their doors. So the Angulimal will say that, see, I am not the same old person. I have changed so much with the guidance of Buddha, and I have become that enlightened and entered into the path of Nirvana. Please believe me. I won't harm you. I am not the same person that you are thinking. So the people naturally will come out, but in the inner they have some grudge. Why? Because he had killed so many people in that village. So everybody is having that grudge and that enmity, that envy towards him. So the people has thrown the stones on the Angulimal. He has fallen down on the ground with the bloodshed. And one monk will go to the Buddha that people are killing the Angulimal, please come to save him. Then the Buddha will come, and Angulimala almost all, he was on the bloodshed. His blood was coming from his body and he has fallen on the ground. Then the Buddha will ask the question to the Angulimal that, tell me, Ahimsak, what is the state of your mind now? What is the state of your emotions? Then Angulimal will say, now the situation which I am facing is the past karma which I had done in my life. So now I am experiencing the result of that karma, that action. Now I have become liberated from this karma also. Now I am having no bondages, and I will excuse the people, those who have created this situation to me. I will excuse them. Then naturally, at that moment, the Buddha will say that, and after telling these words, the Angulimal left his body. I have become liberated from this life. So, after the death of Angulimal, the Buddha has declared that he had become enlightened. He has entered into the path of enlightenment, Srotapana, and has become the liberated man. So the Buddha will say that he is enlightened. So this is the wonderful story of Angulimal. Why? Because the people who are traveling in the path of negative way will also attain the enlightenment. Why Angulimal has attained the enlightenment? Why? Because the violence has gone up to peak, the saturation point. That is the reason why the Buddha had entered into his life. Then naturally, when the spiritual master enter into your life will change. So don't be a hypocrite, become authentic, truthful. Whatever you are doing, do it with authenticity, whether you are doing good or bad. But don't become a hypocrite. So when you do your work with authenticity, truthfulness, then naturally you will enter into the path of enlightenment. So this is the moral from this story we can learn from Angulimal. So practice it in your life. Become authentic, become crystal clear. Whatever you are doing, whether good or bad is not the criteria. So when you are a wrong person, when you are going in the wrong way, go in a correct way. Change your track and accept the reality as it is. Then naturally you will also become enlightened like Angulimal. So situations, circumstances, life will demand sometimes, but whatever may be the situations and circumstances, you can transform it. So with the transformation, you will enter into the path of enlightenment. So this is the message given by the Buddha by the life of Angulimal. Thank you so much.